So, Bill, let's say you did not hit that home run. How would the Pirates have won that game? Have you ever thought about a scenario about how it might have turned out?
I don't know. Dick Stewart was on the deck, and he was kind of upset that I hit it because he wanted to hit it.
So he might have ended it then.
Yeah, he might have. But then, like I said, Bill Verdon and Dick Grote were up right after him, and they'd have found a way to do it. We'd have found a way. I just know we would have found a way to win that game because we were destined to win that game, and we would win that series, and we would have found a way. We did all year long. And it's just the way we come back in the eighth inning was just amazing. Score 5 runs and you up 2. Amazing.
So probably a bloop single by Bill, and then maybe Grote moves him over with a bunt, and then maybe another hit. How does that sound? I mean, that sounded like the 1960 Pirates.
No, I don't think he'd have moved him over with a bunt. He'd have hit and run, got a base hit to right, and it's first and third, and next thing you know, somebody gets a hit, or Clemente comes up and gets a hit. Boom, it's over. We'd have won it. We would have won it somehow. We would have won it.
Have you ever talked to Ralph Terry since then?
Yeah, I've played golf with him at the senior tournament here when he was in there. We played together one year. But we didn't talk much about the home run. He didn't say much. And it was nice for Ralph Terry. He come back the next year in San Francisco and won the last game of the series. And so he did all right. That was good. I was glad to see that for Ralph.
It wasn't quite like a Bobby Thompson or Al Branca thing because the game was tied, whereas their game, the Giants were losing.
Yeah,
and,
right. It wasn't a 2 or 3 run homer.
You know, as you say, a lot of things could have happened if you didn't hit the home run.
Yeah, it could happen.
Did you ever meet Bobby Thompson? Because there's been some debate, when people like to talk about these things about which home run was the most famous. But
oh yeah, I ran into Bobby a lot when he was alive. We ran into each other at different card shows or old timers games, and mostly old timers games, I guess.
He was another low-key guy that didn't
Yeah.
particularly appreciate the spotlight. Interesting.
How much more meaningful is it to have guys like Bob Friend and Roy Face and those types of people who you played with and for so many years were part of that 60 team to be around and celebrate this day?
Oh, it's great that they get out here. There's not about half of us are gone, and it's just a few of us left, and it's just great to see them. I see them anytime because every year's a blessing because we don't know what's happening next year when we get our age.
You've been honored at every level for your high school play, now in pro baseball, and out here. What was the toughest for you? I mean, speech-wise, you like the
speech-wise.
Yeah.
Well, today wasn't easy, and the Hall of Fame wasn't easy. I don't know. I don't know. I'm too emotional. I hate that, but that's the way it is. I can't help it.
Well, you made it through the speech.
I did. Yeah, I did get through it. That was good.
Well, there's really nothing left, is there now, Bill?
No,
Hall of
hope
Fame,
not.
jersey,
Yeah.
statue. I mean, what?
That street statue, gee, and Christmas.
So you're a little relieved it's all over now?
Retired your number? Yeah, yes. Maybe after the 13th, I'll fade away.
Go fishing?
Yeah.
Steve Blass said, and I know he's said it before, that it was a real shame that you had to wait 20 years to get involved.
Well,
Did that bother you?
No, it didn't bother me in the least. No, I never worried about that. I never ever thought it would happen, but it did too.
You weren't worried about that ever happening or the length of time at all?
No, I just
Didn't mean it?
just to get a few votes at the Times was thrill enough just to be mentioned in that category. It's a thrill, let alone to get in it. Gee, how overwhelming that is. Jeez.
How about the Ohio Valley a little bit? How it touched on your high school coach taught you around. I mean, the Necros and Havlicek from down the river a little bit. You all in that same age. Yeah, I mean, how about the Ohio Valley a little bit and how that era, so many great athletes were coming out of there.
Yeah, there was a lot of great athletes coming out of the Ohio Valley. gee whiz, there's 4 Hall of Famers within 5 mile there, or so 5 or 6 mile, with Havlicek, the Necros, Phil, and well, Phil called me yesterday too, just to congratulate me. That was nice of him. I think I pitched against Phil one time in high school, and I think the only game he lost, I pitched against him and beat him 1-0, and hit the home run off him. So he's still, I still bring that up. He gets upset.
Was it a knuckleball? Probably was
No, well, yeah, he threw all knuckleballs.
Yeah, I mean,
in
even
high
then,
school, yeah. Then there's Lou Groza. He's from Martins Ferry, just a couple miles from Tiltonville. Yeah, that was a great era coming out of there. And we're all not, well, in fact, Havlicek and Necro went to class, went to school together, and I was in school when Necro was there, and I guess Lou Groza is a little bit older than us.
What's the rest of the day gonna be like?
I don't know.
Is it gonna be quieter?
It'll be quiet. Well, yeah, once we get out of up there.
You know, Bill, everyone talks about the home run in Game 7 for obvious reasons, but you also hit a big home run in Game 1 that goes relatively overlooked. It
Yep,
was
it
obviously
was.
a key home run. What do you remember about that home run? Anything?
Well, I remember the first time up, I got the same pitches and I swung through them. So I began to doubt myself. What in the world's going on here? But then I come up next time, man, and he threw the same pitch and then I hit it. So everything, that settled me down for I guess I was a little nervous the first time up at the plate and swung through those pitches, but he tried it again. Then I got a hold of it and hit it over the clock, and that was nice. It was a 2-run homer, and it helped win that game. Of course, I had a 2-run double, too, to help win the game, and we won by 2 runs also in New York. But that was a high hopper over the third baseman's head. It wasn't a routine type double.
I thought it was a line.
Well, it was a
Again.
line drive, that's
Again.
right. It was, yeah.
You probably should have been the MVP of the series, although you would never admit that.
No, I don't know about that. The Elway face could have been. Bobby Richardson could have been.
Yeah, well, he was. Yeah.
And was.
Yeah.
But you did win the Babe Ruth Award.
I won the
You
Babe
were-
Ruth Award, right?
And then you were a kid and you'd pick up pebbles and hit them with a broomstick. You used to pitch it.
I was Babe Ruth hitting them balls,
Well, that all comes back together.
yeah.
How old were you when you moved from Wheeling to Ohio?
Maybe 24 hours old. My mother went across the river, had me, and brought me back.
But yet your birthplace is still listed,
It's
so
in-
technically you're in West Virginia.
Yeah, I was born in West Virginia, but my mother lived across the river in Ohio, and had me and brought me back. So that confuses
That happens
things.
a lot down there. That happens a lot. I was the same way.
Yeah, were you?
Yeah. Born in
We
Wheeling.
couldn't have gone to Martins Ferry Hospital.
Everybody wants a piece of you. That's all.
So here's the big question, Bill. Who gets to keep the 1960 Bentley today? Is that
The-
part of your deal?
The 1960 what?
Bentley?
Oh, jeez, no, not part of